This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain shocking revelations, violence, and sexual themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Panacea. It was written by Sandy Petersen, and it's from a collection entitled Petersen's Abominations. It's available from Chaosium. Our keeper of arcane lore is Keith Craig, and this is a one-shot. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Keith?
All right. It's August of 2023, Kansas City, Missouri. You all have heard about this new medical company called Zymed Bio. They've set up shop on in the suburbs of the city, and you've seen advertisements for their trials that they're wanting to make, promising that they think they've made a major breakthrough in medicine, that they might be able to actually cure cancer, ALS, AIDS, pretty much a lot of the diseases that humanity has been unable to eradicate. One of the people that has taken part in that trial is a Chuck Ogle, who is throwing a party to celebrate the end of the medical trial. And that's where you find yourself at arriving at Chuck's house. You see a lot of cars parked on the street. If you're lucky, you can get within about a block of the house to walk, but a couple blocks. It's unfortunately the Midwest, so public transportation is not very good. But it looks like Chuck's throwing quite the blowout party. So with that, we will hand it over to you as all of you kind of are converging at the same time. Now you see a lot of other people showing up. Most of it are carrying either a 6-pack of beer or a bottle of hard alcohol.
So, is Chuck there? I mean, we can find him really quickly.
If you can go inside and look around.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look for him.
When you go in, the music is pumping quite loud. You see a lot of people up and drinking and having a good time. Why? Over there, that's the chief of police. You recognize him from some of his press conferences, Chief Ted Dawson. You thought he had retired, but you had heard recently that he'd come back onto town. He's talking to the lady, and you see some other people like the weather reporter, Jonah, but you don't see Chuck anywhere.
Okay. Do I see anybody who is like a member of the family, or somebody that's a member of Chuck's family?
You do not.
So would you say that we'd all arrive together, or?
You didn't travel together because that's not how we do things in the Midwest. We all kind of drive ourselves, but you all arrive kind of about the same time. About 7 o'clock at night.
I'll go get a drink. Is there somebody I know who knows Chuck?
Yes.
Like a friend of Chuck's or whatever.
Yeah, we'll say that when you show up, you see Ann Jones is there. She looks up. She's like, Marty, it's wonderful to see you. So glad you could make it.
How you doing? Have you seen Chuck around?
No, but he's Chuck, he likes to have a big presentation and all. You remember that get together he had after they had to cut his legs off because of the diabetes
Yeah,
that he had? I mean, I thought it was a little in poor taste, but you wanted to be there for him and all. I imagine he's in his bedroom. Got the door shut, and she points over at one of the doors on the ground floor, and you see it has a "Do Not Disturb" sign on it.
believe me, Ann, I know. I mean, I grew up with him, so.
Marty,
Yeah.
you remember that party? He didn't he have a cake in the shape of legs at that one?
Yeah, with raspberry filling.
Oh, it was delicious, but yeah, poor taste.
He's always been a little quirky, But yeah, I'd like to see him. I heard that he's improved 100-fold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
Dr. Norwich, um, how are things going with you?
Uh, you know, uh, they're all right. I've just been excited to hear the news about what's going on with Zymed Bio. Um, you heard sickle cell disease, right? It was. I can't
Yeah,
believe they've.
quite honestly, I've always been a little bit skeptical of miracle cures, but especially when it's all wrapped into one. Maybe it's more of a method than anything else that they're using.
Hmm,
Some kind
Yeah.
of anti everything just seems a little. I mean, I once read about something called oh crap, what was the name of it? Is it Kelson or Kelisine, something like that, that they had developed in a lab and discovered that it killed single-celled organisms. It purged, it was a cure for cancer,
Hmm.
for abnormal stuff. And they went to trial and they gave it to about 30 different patients, and all of their cancer and all of their diseases went away. And the second that they took them off the disease, their immune system had dropped to zero, and they all died
That's
in a matter of hours from various obscure, bizarre illnesses. They had no immune system. The immune system was completely destroyed. So as far as I know, they put that on the back burner and never brought it up again.
well, maybe they've brought it up again, perfected the serum or
Yeah,
whatever you want
maybe,
to call it.
maybe that's ambitious, but we'll see.
When
So,
when you're talking like that, you see Chief Dawson, he kind of looks up and he starts coming over and he's like going I heard you were talking about Zymed Bio. And he kind of wipes his face because he had a little bit of drool dripping down. He's like, I assure you that this stuff works. I was on death's door. I had stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and now, I mean, it's gone. I mean, it's amazing.
and
Seriously, wow.
Yeah, yeah. I
no,
mean, I was gonna have to retire and maybe had a few months left to live, and so I thought, what the hell? I'll try it out, and I'm going back to work. I mean, I can keep up with some of the young bucks on the street. I can run faster than them. It's just unbelievable.
Mr. Dawson, can you tell us anything about the treatment, or are you under some kind of NDA?
Oh, well, I mean, I can't tell you what's in it. One, because I'm not a scientist, but it's like it's a syringe. It's like this, it's a little, you can't see through. It's like this white fluid, and they just inject it in you, and then they have you do some exercises. They say to get the kind of the blood flowing, so moves quickly through your bloodstream. That's the key. Of course. Now it was so cold when they injected it. I was almost, I was worried something was going wrong. But they said that they just have to keep it cold, or else the amoebas, or I don't know. Like I
There's
said, I bust crime. I don't do science.
there's a lot of medications that need to stay cold. But from your description, it's probably made out of monkey cum.
Oh well, I mean, Hey, those monkeys, they can come all they want if that's going to fix it. Trust me.
It's
He's like
it's
going,
it's a line from an old movie that I always thought was funny.
oh, well, top me off here. Pour me some more of that to get that tequila right over there.
Got it.
Ah,
Isn't
thank
that
you.
that journalist over there, Clausen,
No.
I think?
I'm sort of conspicuously looking around for a place to put the bottle of liquor that I brought. What kind of place does Chuck Ogle live in?
It is a two-story house. It's about 3,400 square feet, so a pretty good size. Now he purposely bought this house because it had master bedroom was on the first floor, but it does have a steps, and you can see on there that it has one of those chair lifts.
Hmm. And to the best of my knowledge, is Chuck a married fellow? I've only spoken to him on the phone, I believe.
He is a bachelor.
Yeah, never
Do,
was much of a ladies' man.
do I happen to see anybody that I used to work with?
Uh, you worked at yep. Uh, yes. Yes, you do. You look around and you see, we'll say where's my list here of people? We'll say you meet, oh, there it is. Wesley Gould, Goul, Gould.
Okay. I'll go over and say hello to Wesley.
Marina, nice to see you.
It's very nice to see you as well. How are you doing?
I am getting by. How's things going for you? How's the job search coming?
Oh, well, I'm doing my very best. I'm sending out applications and working some independent work actually for private citizens. So I'm staying busy.
That's good. That's good. I'd hate to see someone fall on hard times because they couldn't follow the company line and all.
Well, I mean, I really hated to give up the job, but I mean, what they wanted me to do was just a little bit too much, and I just couldn't go through with it.
I understand. I mean, you got to have your standards, but like I just really think you should have stuck on. I mean, I think they're going to start offering like stock options even.
Oh wow, that's really amazing.
Mhm.
So did you get the memo too?
The memo? No. What
Oh,
memo?
oh, you didn't get the memo from corporate about voluntary participation.
Oh, no, I'd already volunteered. I've had a bad knee from playing football, and then when they said that this could possibly help rebuild all the tendons, I was on that.
Oh,
They didn't need to pester me. That's probably why they didn't send the memo to me because I was
oh,
already on board.
I see. I see. I didn't know. I wasn't really privy to who got what. I mean, they
Oh
kept
yeah,
me in
yeah.
that little room off to the side with no windows. It was terrible.
Mhm. Wow. That's a shame. Well, if you reconsider, I'm sure that they could bring you back on. You were a good lawyer.
Yeah, I'll certainly consider it if they do make an offer.
Yeah.
But how did your test go? I mean, was it successful for you?
He's like, "Watch this!" And he jumps up and he puts his hand flat on the ceiling, and it comes back down, lands, almost like a child's knee. Not someone that's had a bum knee for 30 years. It's like
Wow,
it's amazing.
that's that's amazing. I could see that's
Mm.
amazing.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's great. It's great. About that time, you see the bedroom door opens up and you see people kind of stop, and then you see Chuck rolling out in his wheelchair. He's got a blanket over his you know over his legs and all. When he had his legs cut off, they were at the knees down, essentially. And but as he kind of rolls out, everyone kind of claps, and he kind of licks his lips a little bit. He's like going, thank you. He's like going, I'm so glad you're here. I know last party was a little poor taste having that really sweet sugary cake since the diabetes cost me my legs and all. But what if you can't laugh at pain? What can you laugh at and all? But now today, this is a true celebration. I mean, I got to tell you, I was at the end of my rope. My legs were gone. I had to take insulin all the time. I was really just going downhill. But now, no more. I've been cured, and I owe it all to Xylactus and the great folks at Zymed Bio. And he rips the blanket away, and he stands up. And he goes, "Look, I can walk again."
What the hell? What?
He starts kind of walking around. He's got a little bit of a waver, like he's still trying to get his balance down, but
My God.
Those very advanced prosthetics he's got?
No, he kind of pulls his pant leg up, and you see a leg. It's still kind of pink and like a baby's flesh when they're freshly born. It's there, but where his foot would be looks like it's still kind of forming. There's like a nub and with a little indentation where you can see the toes starting to form, and that's why he's got not quite the best balance because he doesn't have a full foot.
God, my God. I go over to the stairs. I'm like, and I probably go about halfway up to meet him if he's coming down. Cuz what in the world?
He's like, well, it's wonderful to see you, Marty. Can you believe it? He's like going, I can walk again. I don't need to take any medicine. Sorry, I got a little bit of
Dr. Norwich, come and look at this. Are they cloned? Are they cloned legs? I didn't know that technology was even possible.
You remember that movie Men in Black where they shot that guy in the head with the
Yeah. Well, this reminds me more a little more of Clonus. But my
Is this
God,
a stem cell thing?
It's a miracle. Yes, it's a stem cell thing.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
You don't know how they did it?
I write jingles. I am not science, and who's that? And he kind of points over at Marina. He's like, "Who's that? That lady over there? Did she come with you?"
That's one of the lawyers, I think.
Oh, a lawyer.
Sissy, come over here. I see my best friend across the room. Sissy, look at this.
Sissy comes, Sissy Richard, she comes over, she's like, "Oh my goodness, Chuck, this is amazing." She's like, I just never thought I'd see you walk again." He's like, I know. He kind of puts his arm around Sissy and kind of pulls her close. He's like going, "You should see more of me." He's like, "Oh, well,
Do we have a pool?
let's mingle."
Hey,
Pool.
Chuck.
Yes.
Have there been any side effects?
Side effects? Besides feeling like I'm a teenager again and that, I'm at the prime of my life? No, I mean, obviously I can't wait for my feet to be back completely, but, it's better than just having a chair to roll around.
And they're just regrowing?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's like a lizard growing its tail back. I mean, I'm really curious what kind of a hormone or techno. I mean, this is amazing. There've been rumors about people, working on the idea of regrowing limbs. But, I always thought those were just Saturday morning, tabloid things.
I have seen that read an article that they were growing ears on the backs of lab mice, right?
You are correct. Maybe this is just the next step. I'd forgotten all about that.
Chuck, sorry, I'm Alec Clausen. We spoke on the phone.
Oh, yes. It's I remember. Yeah, your editor talked to me about you. Yeah.
I'm not surprised actually about that. So does that mean we can't talk about your treatment?
Oh, I can tell you. I mean, look how amazing it is.
They've obviously made an incredible breakthrough. Did your treatment involve like one injection only?
Oh no. It was a series of ones. They said with my missing limbs and my adult onset diabetes that it would take a few treatments. Yeah.
Were they cold?
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah.
And white.
Yes, yeah. You've done your homework.
What? Yeah, I mean, I heard of another case, only took one shot, but yeah, your condition was pretty. You've got a little there.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You need a drink. Is what you need. I'll go get
one.
You're right. Yeah.
Sissy, come with me. So,
are any of the techs from Zymed Bio here? I'd like to congratulate them about this breakthrough.
I invited in, but I don't see any of the people that tended to me here. No.
Well, it's early. Hopefully later on. Congratulations. Good.
Oh,
good.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
The callus will have to develop a bit, so.
Well, I mean, I'm going to, it's a little hard to find shoes, but in time, I'll have my foot completely back. They say maybe one more treatment.
How much is it costing?
Oh, they're paying me. It's a medical trial.
Right.
Pretty good. It's a good deal.
I'm gonna follow Marty to the bar because I need something very strong.
And I'll ask Sissy, who's that your brother's talking to? Wait.
That's Mr. Boatler. I think he works security or something.
Really? I haven't met him before.
Well,
come over.
We can remedy that.
Yeah. He says, I've been doing some work with Zymed, just freelance with them.
Oh, you have? That's cool. What's the place like over there?
He says, it's what you'd expect from a place like that, pretty advanced. Most of that stuff goes over my head. I don't have any medical training or anything like that. So, it's all Greek to me. I make sure the doors lock right and the computers are set up correctly, things like that.
Do they have like an equally sophisticated security?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, no,
wow.
they're real serious. That's why they hired me.
Well, Gus here is a cop, so he knows all about security.
Yeah. And Gus, he kind of looks up. He's like going, what happened to that guy that got injured in the parking lot there, Wade?
He says, since it was a employee car, I think they offered to help him out with that. He broke his leg real bad, but I think they gave him a treatment that it fixed him right up.
Yeah, broken leg. That's what they said. I didn't know broken legs could slash people's arms up like that.
Well, what are you guys talking about? What was this accident?
Oh, you didn't hear about it? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The newspaper doesn't like to report on Zymed Bio. He's like, they had an accident there, and Andrew Lucio, he was attacked in the parking lot.
Thugs I don't know where Zymed Bio is. Is it in a bad neighborhood?
Oh no, it's out there in Lee Summit off to the south. That's where people
Really?
tend to go to.
You wouldn't think you'd find muggers or anything like that out there.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean muggers. Yeah, if they muggers had like claws like Freddy Krueger.
Strange.
Bear attack?
Some teen with a knife fetish, or
Well, I can't say, the chief took me off the case, so
that's suspicious.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
You mean Chief Ted did?
Chief Dawson, yeah.
Yeah. And likewise, you said that the newspaper is not reporting, and that's because my editor, Anthony, also went in for treatment and told me to ixnay. So maybe we have a story for a larger publication if we can figure out what they're up to. So what do you know about this attack? I mean, there have been bobcats showing up in strange places.
Yeah, we do get bobcats, but what Andrew said, he said that he was going down the street. There's that bike trail that goes by, and he stopped there, and he said something like a dog attacked him.
I
Dog
suppose fangs. Dogs can tear you up, and they do usually go for your arm.
Dogs can, but they don't tell you to stop before they attack. So either he hit his head really bad, or someone called out to him and let the dog loose on him.
I have to take this drink over to Chuck. What's a really sweet drink?
Oh, really sweet drink.
Zombie or
An apple tea.
Apple tea.
Appletini.
Mhm.
I'll take him an Appletini. His favorite.
Mm.
Hey, Chuck, here's your Appletini.
Oh, thank you. And he kind of looks over at Marina. He's like going, anything for you, beautiful?
Oh, no, not right now. I did bring a nice bottle of Chardonnay with me.
Well, let's open it up.
Sure. That sounds fantastic. It's been a while since I processed your paperwork. I'm very glad to see you're doing well.
Do I have anything else I need to sign?
Not that I'm aware of. I think you're all caught up on all the legal documentation.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Are you a notary?
I can do that. Yes.
Oh, I've got some stuff in the bedroom I need you to sign.
Oh, well,
notarized.
I forgot my stamp at the house, and so
I mean, it could just be between us.
Oh yeah, I mean we can work it out later, I'm sure.
Well,
What you drinking, Mr. Bottler?
Is that just beer for me? I'm nothing too fancy. He's kind of just seems a little out of place here in the party, a little introverted, older gentleman, but
Water?
I'll just have a beer or something. Anything.
All right. Got some Sam Adams
background here somewhere.
And Marina, when you kind of like stiff-armed Chuck there, he kind of lost interest, and he looks over and he's another lady of the party. Okay, say Sherry. He goes over and he starts talking to her. And if you watch women, they can kind of see when men are kind of being lecherous. And
if entirely possible, I'd kind of like to watch his movements and see if I can get an opportunity to actually get into his bedroom without him noticing my movements.
Okay. Yeah. You could, you feel like you could probably go to his bedroom without any issue, because he's not paying attention to anything. And most people here are just, it's that den of a party.
Okay. So that's what I will do.
Okay. All right. We'll go down in a circle here. So Wade, what are you up to?
Kind of keeping an eye on things. I'm kind of staying at the edges of the room, just sipping on a can of beer, something from a 6-pack I pulled.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
Sure. I think I've left that up to 50. So yeah, just barely 46 under 50.
Okay. You see Chief Dawson, he's kind of over at the fridge and he's digging in there. You see he gets out a like a pork chop and he starts eating on it, but just bites through the bone and everything.
Yeah. That's weird. I'll kind of walk over closer to him and be like, you're hey, Chief Dawson, right? You need anything
Yeah.
over here?
What's that? What's that, sir?
I think they have an oven or a stove, microwave, maybe if you want to heat that up.
Oh, no. The bloodier the better.
Is that right?
No. Yeah. I mean, raw pork's pretty good for you, I understand.
I've not heard that, but that's very interesting. You
Mhm.
feeling all right?
I feel great. He's like going, you want to go out and shoot some hoops?
Not really. I think I'm a little, my knees are not so great for that.
Oh, hey, who could take care of that?
Yeah,
Zymed Bio.
that's what I've been hearing. Everybody's got nothing but good things to say about them. It's something, all right?
Okay. Think Chuck would mind if I root through his trash?
You still hungry?
Yeah, I just think I smell something good in there. I'll go check it out.
Okay. Watch out for broken glass and raccoons.
Oh, raccoons. Bet I could catch one.
Why would you do that?
Oh, I didn't say I wanted to. I just said I bet I could. I mean,
Just hypothetically.
or tree it. I could tree it probably for sure.
Probably, yeah. That's really interesting. I'm gonna back away now.
Okay.
It's fucking weird as hell.
You see him, he goes over to the kitchen trash and he starts kind of digging through it. All right. Belinda, what are you up to?
I think I'm just watching Chuck make his attempts, kind of trying to keep an eye on it. I'm assuming he's not wearing shoes. So
That's correct. That's correct.
I'm just staring at his little tiny toes and
His baby feet.
yeah, his baby feet.
I've probably come over and I'm talking to Belinda. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I really haven't. It's disgusting, but amazing at the same time.
I mean, if they fully form back into, full-grown man feet, if you could do that with arms and legs or organs,
this seems to be a cure-all. It does everything according to all of these people.
seems like
Has he always? Oh, go on.
it seems like science fiction.
It certainly does. I do have a question for you, though, Marty. Has he always been like this with women?
Oh, you mean horny? I suppose you could say that he's always wanted to be, but he's never been a looker and he's never had any kind of confidence. So maybe he's got confidence now that he's got the new stubby feet that are growing.
Well,
Maybe other things are growing.
That's what he implied, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe Zymed Bio. Unfortunately, they didn't do anything for the looks, but the rest is. I don't know what to say about this. This is ridiculous. It's amazing.
You got me wanting to ask you a personal question, but are you married? Have you been married? I've been married twice.
No, I'm just devoted to my work mostly. I just don't have the time. Every now and then I'll go to the bars and
if he hits on you, just tell him no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost interested in seeing what he's got going on at this point.
Well, we're all modern people.
To each their own, right?
All right. And Elliot.
I assume that Anthony, my editor, is somewhere at the party.
If you look around, yep, you do see him.
I want to see him mostly before he sees me, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Has he at work, have I noticed any sort of mouth moisture?
No. What you have noticed with him is that lots of times when he kind of smiles, he's got like a lot of sunflower seed shells in his teeth. And, the probably we'll say the janitorial staff complains that they have to vacuum his office all the time because he's always spitting his sunflower seed shells everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sort of trying to circulate around the party away from him, and I'm on the lookout for somebody from this company because they obviously have very deep pockets, and I feel increasingly like they're also targeting people for this treatment. And I want to also, I guess I'm on the lookout for other wet mouth leches. Or do I know of any women who've been treated at Zymed Bio? There any?
Yes, you know that a Beatrice April was a woman that was treated there. She was suffering from full blown AIDS, and
Is also in complete remission.
no longer having the purple sores or anything on her.
Yeah, okay. And the advertisements looking for study subjects haven't ever mentioned anything about gender. They're open. Do the posted notices say anything about what they're treating, or do they just ask people generally to come in for study subjects?
What you've seen is that they ask people to come in. Everyone is welcome. There is a screening process because, they don't want to be wasting their valuable test drugs on, people that are, hey, I've got the flu or something. They want it on something that they can really go and, hey, we cured this really big issue.
Yeah. So I'm having seen Marina in conversation, I'm going to sidle over to her and get out of Anthony's line of sight.
So you see Marina actually opening the
she disappeared
door.
in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take my drink over and stand outside the door casually in case I need to run interference and look to catch her when she comes out.
All right, that's a perfect time, Marina. You come into Chuck's bedroom.
Okay.
What are you going to use for a light? Are you going to leave the door kind of cracked, or just turn on the overhead light? Or
my thought was to ease the door shut, and then flip the light on.
Yeah, because then, like the light coming underneath it, no one's going to notice it because they're in a fully lit room.
Right.
All right. Yeah. When you do that, you see that his bedroom, the bed is a complete mess. It looks like it has been made. You see a lot of what you assume, like he like if you have like a dog that sheds a lot, there's be a lot of fur. There's a whole bunch of fur all over the bed. You see some paperwork sitting on a desk, the paperwork that you, of course, helped him fill out so you're familiar with all that. And then you do notice that he does have on the nightstand, he has various lubes, butt plugs, handcuffs, lots of things. It looks like Chuck's made a couple runs to Mr. Erotica store lately.
Got it. Being his neighbor, do I know that he has a dog?
You've never seen a dog.
So there's no dog. Okay. And so the fur, does it appear to be canine that as best a random person would know?
It's not the hair like you can give me a natural world if you have any.
I don't think I've got.
You just got base. Okay.
I've got base and I've got like a little biology.
Okay, I'll get biology. Yeah.
Okay. Nah, not with that. No,
Okay.
I can't tell anything. But in terms of like the quantity of fur, does it seem like handfuls of fur or like a large quantity, or does it seem more like just a normal shedding dog kind of?
No, that one, the normal
one.
shedding dog. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So really at that point, I'm just gonna try to go through the room and see if I can find any sort of document, not like the legal documents that I helped him fill out, but any other kind of documentation about his tests, what kind of study that he was doing, anything related to the
Okay.
his yeah.
You don't find anything.
Okay.
Yeah. You kind of search through, dig around, but no, there's nothing there besides the letters that you helped fill out, like his letter of confirming that his application, his letter confirming his eligibility, and then your typical flyer that Zymed Bio would put out. Oh, welcome to Zymed Bio. Here we're dedicated to the typical healthcare propaganda.
Okay. Okay. I'll kind of like lift up the bed sheets and see if I find anything in the bed sheets, under the pillows.
Nope, just more fur.
More fur and dog hair. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Elliot, you see Chuck, he's got his arms around a very intoxicated woman, and he's kind of leading her toward the door, the bedroom door.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey!
You have introduced me to your new friend.
Oh, here? Oh, this is Cheryl. Yeah, that's right. Well, it's Cheryl, right? She's like, Charisse, but Cheryl's okay.
Charisse, fantastic. Great to meet you. I'm Elliot. Hey, you guys look so cute together. Do you mind if I take a picture?
Oh, of course.
Let me get you. Can you? I want to get all of Chuck's recovery in. So if you guys could back up over here by the staircase a little bit, I can get a perfect shot.
He's like going, hey, watch. I'll put my tongue in her ear for the picture. It'll look great.
Fantastic. Okay, you guys, smile. Chuck, smile. Okay, Chuck. Yeah.
And when his head is probably about a foot away from hers, and his tongue comes out and licks her ear right when you can give me a sanity roll for that one.
Thing. Wow, just made it.
Okay.
66 under 70.
Just one.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and also I've got it. I'm gonna see how blurry it is. God damn, it's kind of. God damn it. Okay, Chuck. Just one last toast. I don't want to, in case I don't see you for a minute.
No, of course.
To swift recovery and
to being a teenager again.
Yeah. And hopefully I bought enough time and made enough noise to give Marina a chance.
Okay.
Around the corner a little bit.
Marina?
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of done with my search of the room. And so I'll open the door enough to kind of peek out. And if I have an opportunity to slip out, I will do that.
Give me a luck roll.
Okay. My luck is not that great. No, I did not pass that.
All right. So as you're kind of like, you think you see an opportunity, as you kind of step out, Chuck sees you and he's like, Marina, meet this person, Cheryl, Charisse. He's like going, come on, more the merrier. Join me.
Oh, yes, I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm sorry.
I think you know what's going on.
Well, I feel like that this lady is perfect for you. And you really, I don't want to spoil anything. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, later on, the refractory period's very short nowadays.
I understand. I understand. Yes. But have fun.
Okay. All right. So he goes in there. What's everyone else doing?
I kind of want to. I see that happened. I kind of want to go listen at the door. I'm just going to stand along the door, and my ear's not going to be up against
This is
it.
like a high school party.
Sipping, like, okay. I need to hear what's going on in here. I need to see if this is worth my time.
Definition of curiosity.
And I'll kind of like lean over toward Belinda and I'll sort of whisper, there's all sorts of stuff in there.
Is there really?
Oh yeah, it's like lube, butt plugs, the whole everything. It's like a whole sex story in there. It's really crazy.
He's going wild. Hey, sometimes crazy's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what was interesting in there is there was all this dog fur all over the bed and everywhere. And I'm his neighbor and he doesn't have a dog.
You don't think it's a sex thing, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've heard of something called furries, and I don't know if this is like something with that or not.
Wow.
When you say that, you hear coming from his bedroom this like scream, not of pleasure, but of like fear and like in a horror movie, that kind of scream.
Oh my God. He must have used the butt plug.
He forgot to use the lube.
He's going to push the door. Just try to open the door.
Okay. When you open the door, everyone that goes in can give me a sanity roll.
I'm probably there too. This is my cousin, so.
And that's a fail.
All right.
What is my sin?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I missed it by 6.
If you fail, it's 1d3. If you pass, it's just 1.
Okay.
My crazy
3
sex-driven cousin.
Yeah. So when you open the door, what you see Charisse on the ground, kind of like almost crab crawling away from Chuck, who his tongue is sticking out about 2.5 feet. His shirt is open, but he has like a mouth where his nipples should be. Like they're opening and closing, and coming out of his stomach is like almost like a baby hand, like he absorbed another child inside of him, and he is just covered in fur on his torso. And she's like, "Oh my God, get away from me!"
Hell?
I think there were side effects.
Yeah.
Can I get a hold of her and drag her out of the room?
We'll go into Dex order there. Okay, all right. So Marty, you are the fastest.
Okay, I'll run towards him. I'm like, Chuck, you're having some sort of weird, bizarre reaction.
All right, Wade.
I'll try to throw clothes over him or bed sheets or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna run in the room and try and be like, Chuck, I don't know what's happened. We need to get you help. You need to calm down. Can you sit down for us? Please stop. We're gonna try. I don't know if I can make a persuade roll or something and try and get him to, or if he's just gone at this point. But
that'd be at best a fast talk.
okay, all right, we can do that. That is, I think, a hard success, actually. Yeah, I got 40 in fast talk, and I rolled a 19. That's a hard success.
Nice. He kind of, when you do that, he kind of stares at you for a bit, and you can almost see in his eyes a little bit of like he's kind of listening, which gives Marina time to kind of go in there and grab Therese. And Belinda, what are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna scream,
Okay,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna
Roll the scream.
throw my my drink at him, like just
All
gonna try to
right.
hit him. Get away from her!
All right. Give me a throw roll.
Okay, let's see how this goes. 27. That's a pass.
All right. Yeah. He now has drink on him, but what's horrible is as it kind of drips down, the little mouths on his nipples kind of like they start drinking it in.
Oh my God, this is disgusting.
And Elliot.
I'm going to join the fast talk wagon because I don't know what else he can do with his new body parts. So I'm going to be like, Chuck, for God's sakes, this is a medical emergency. We've got to get you to the hospital. You've got a fucking extra arm.
A couple extra mouths.
I want to remind him that he should be afraid. And I have had extreme success for my fast talk.
Nice. Okay.
Ever can be reached in Chuck Ogle.
He kind of looks at you, and you get the feeling that for a moment he was going to swing out at all of you, but instead he kind of stops, he turns, and he makes a bolt for the window, and he jumps through the window.
Hey,
Smashing the window.
Yep.
Great. He's not going to be very fast on those little baby feet.
I'll run to the window and yell, Chuck!
So I'm trying to, obviously, Police Chief Dawson is not who is going to be helpful to me. I'm trying to, so as a local journalist, do I know what other authority I can appeal to? Can I call county people?
Sheriff, the sheriff, yeah.
So I'm gonna
Jackson County Sheriff.
I'm gonna try to get the Jackson County Sheriff on the phone.
Okay.
Well, remember, he hasn't done anything. He's just medically.
He has maybe assaulted somebody. He's certainly a danger to himself, if not to others. And he's running half. Is he clothed at all?
Maybe he's still got pants on like the Hawk.
He might. Yeah. I mean, he's sort of like yeah. There's a problem. Once they get here, I'm not going to have to explain what's wrong.
Okay. All right.
I'll probably run down the stairs and go out in the front yard and see if I yell from Chuck, come back.
You see him, he's just bolting, and he's headed in a northeast direction.
Is he heading towards Ziomed?
You get the feeling it's generally in that direction. Yeah.
I think he's heading for Ziomed.
He certainly needs no more shots. I guess he's probably using his arms mostly.
Yeah, kind of like
loping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a dog that could say stop, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we all came in our own cars, can I run out to my car and try and pursue him?
Sure.
I'm worried he's gonna try and assault somebody else now that he's rampaging.
All right. Of course, the people in the party, they hear this glass break. The people that are near the stairs, they heard the glass break and everything. But the people downstairs, it's just so loud that, people yelling, they think it's just people trying to talk over the noise of the party.
Yeah.
And I think I'm trying to chase after him on foot because I didn't think about getting in the car. I was already off the property running after him. Chuck!
All right. Give me a Constitution roll there, Marty.
I got a 12. What is my Constitution? 75. Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't fall out.
I'm in good shape. Not.
Yeah. And Wade, you get to your car, you start it up, and give me a luck roll. Actually, Marty, give me a luck roll.
10. What is my luck? Luck roll 45. I'm cool.
Okay, so as you're kind of running along, Wade, he sees you in his stoplights, and so he's going to miss you quite easily because you're kind of like shot out between some cars onto the street chasing after Chuck. And
if he sees me, is he going to stop for me?
That's up to him.
Oh.
Yeah, no, if I see you trying to, if it looks like you're doing the same thing as well, throw open the passenger door or something.
All right, I'll run over and hop in.
Okay.
I think he went that way, down that street.
All right. What's the other three doing?
I still want to talk to Marina about what she'd seen in the bedroom already, although it's obviously less important now that we know how bad things are. And since Belinda, which of you was helping Charisse? Marina was.
Marina was. Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna join them and ask Charisse what she can tell us about what happened, and also remind her that she's safe, he's gone, and I'm looking around to see whether any of the other patients have taken an interest in this.
Mm-hmm. Let me roll their listen. You notice that the chief of police, he's kind of standing in a pile of trash, but he is definitely looking your direction very intently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so time to act cool. I guess then I'm gonna I have to excuse myself from Marina and Charisse and go to call the sheriff's department.
Okay.
And like do that like in the bathroom or something where I will not be seen.
All right. What do you tell them?
There was a maniac at a party on North Crescent Street who attacked a woman and almost naked burst out of a window and ran off down the street.
Yeah, they'll probably send a black and white for that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And there's possibility, of course, that since I'm a somewhat public figure, that there's somebody who would take my word.
Yeah.
Like it's not an anonymous tip sort of nonsense. It's like, I'll tell you what I saw when you get here. I've got a photograph that's weird sort of thing.
Okay. All right. And Belinda.
Is Charisse injured at all?
No. She's shaken, like, emotionally, because what she saw, she definitely failed her sanity roll.
I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna help her up, check her over, make sure she doesn't have any bites in strange places, and
yeah.
Charisse, why did you even go in there with him?
Just like, I had a lot to drink. He was just relentless, and I just thought maybe I don't know. It was just a bad decision. I feel like I'm in high school again, and just, you just was wanting to get it over with, I guess.
It was the tongue, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he did know how to tickle my earlobe. We'll leave that one.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. What, Marina? What were you just kind of there with him?
I'm just kind of there with him, a little bit shocked at the conversation so far, and I'll definitely hand over to Charisse. I'm like, now, if you need legal representation, just let me know, and I'm here to offer any assistance I can. So if you want to sue this guy into oblivion, I am very happy to help you do that.
Of course. All right, Wade and Marty. So you guys are driving along, and Marty, give me a spot hidden. You're muted. Yeah.
95. It's too dark.
Yeah. Too dark, kind of races along. All right, Wade, you can give me a spot hidden, but you got a penalty dice because you're driving through suburban streets. You don't want to run over like a kid or something.
I don't need the penalty dice. I rolled a 93.
All right. He must have shot out, the suburbs of Kansas City. There's a lot of trees. He probably shot off into some of the woods or
If
something.
he went into the backyards or he jumped over fences, I think though that he might be going. We're kind of heading in the direction of Zymed Bio. Let me look them up on my phone and see if I can get an address.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, you got an address for him on your phone.
And in fact, when I get the address and I tell Wade, this is how you get there, I'm going to phone Zymed Bio and see if I get somebody on the phone.
Okay. Who is their night security? Okay. All right. Yep. When you calling up, it rings a couple of times, but then you do hear an answer in a gentleman's voice. He's like, I met by him.
Yeah, good evening. Are there any of the staff on hand, any of the doctors?
No, it's the evening. They usually go home unless we have an active patient, which we don't right
okay,
now.
well, we have a problem. One of their patients has had a severe I guess allergic reaction to their treatment, and we believe that he is currently headed towards your facility.
So the problem will resolve itself.
Well, he just assaulted somebody, so he might be either out of his mind or something. We've alerted the authorities, but
what authorities?
Well, he's my cousin. I imagine they've already called 911, but I'm just warning you, or I'm telling you, you need to get somebody there who can assist him. Is there somebody I can call? One of the doctors?
Oh no, I'll take care of it. I'll reach out to the one of the doctors.
All right, he's on foot. I'm guesstimating it might take him 15 or 20 minutes to get there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll be no problem. I'll raise Mr. Conity on the phone, and we'll be able to deal with it. Thank you,
Mr. Conity.
Yes,
He's
Mr. Conity.
Not a doctor?
No, he's the vice president.
Oh, okay. Well, do that. We'll be there soon.
Are you sick?
No, sir. I'm looking for my cousin who's running amok.
Oh, okay. Well, because we are looking for more test subjects.
Jesus Christ. And I hang up the phone.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on, Wade?
But those people at the party too creep me out. I mean, do you see the chief of police rooting around like garbage?
No, I didn't see that, but is that what he was doing?
He was rooting around in the garbage, and he ate. I think he ate a raw pork chop out of Chuck's fridge, bit right through the bone.
Oh shit! I bet you they've taken this to clinical trials before they've actually had it all cleared with the FDA.
Yeah, maybe we should go back first. If they shot the chief up with something, maybe he's about to start growing mouths and shit too. There's 40 people at that party don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I think his treatment was earlier, wasn't it, than Chuck's? Well, I'll call them. I'll call Belinda and tell her what's up. But I'm hoping that we get there before Chuck does.
All right.
So I'll text Belinda. I'm sure I have her phone number because I'm the nurse.
Right. Yeah. All right. No wish. Okay. All right. So we'll cut back to the house. You guys are kind of the party. Most of the people they are older, probably in their 40s or 50s. Hard drinking, kind of. The party's winding down, essentially. you see that your editor and the chief of police, they still seem like they're pretty lively, but the other people, some of them are like, oh, well, starting to do that. Well, I think maybe I gotta get up early in the morning. Gotta get going.
How did Gus notice the ruckus?
No, he did not.
Yeah, I'm going to try to grab Gus and introduce him to Charisse and Marina
Mm-hmm.
and Belinda, and because he's, now that there's corroboration for this sort of wild attack in the parking lot situation, he might be very helpful.
Yeah. He, yeah, when you mention it to him, he's like, I knew there was something. He's like going, don't mention it to the chief, though. He's like, I'm kind of working it on the side.
Yeah, I bet you are. The chief, so, I mean, look at him.
Yeah,
Don't look at him. I mean...
Yeah, I knew what you're saying. I've worked undercover.
So, Chuck got a lot of injections because he had amputations. So maybe the chief and my editor are not going to have such extreme reactions. But I'm telling you, they weren't just sores; they were mouths. He had little human mouths where his nipples ought to be.
Oh my God!
He shot out of the window, breaking the glass, and loped into the darkness like a monster. And look at this picture. His tongue, it's at least 8, I know it's blurry, it's at least 18 inches.
Oh my God.
So
it's like, I'm telling you, there's something weird about that place.
How long have they been doing these clinical trials? Because I didn't really pay attention right away.
Oh, the clinical trials, they started doing it about 6 months ago when that's when I started seeing the advertisements go out for looking for volunteers.
Marina, how many you were doing paperwork for them, right?
I was their legal department. I basically was a paper pusher. I have helped the patients fill out their legal forms, that very standard legal forms for these kinds of procedures and whatnot.
Let's say it'll be settled by arbitration and they have no rights, and if their nipples turn to mouths, they can't sue.
It basically, yes, they basically signed away all their rights if anything went wrong.
So if you were doing that, do you have any idea about how many people we're talking about who've been injected with this stuff?
People coming in that were approved for the clinical trials, there's 5.
Yeah.
Oh, 5. Thank God. Okay.
I will say that, I don't work for Zymed anymore. I was fired, unfortunately. About a month ago, I received a memo that required me to voluntarily participate in test programs. Now, I inquired with the vice president about how you could possibly be required to volunteer, and he said that it was the voluntary part was picking which test program.
Mm-hmm.
And so I also believe that a number of coworkers, for example, Wesley, who's here this evening, it was a test subject too.
No,
I refused.
5.
I refused to participate, and the next day I was given a severance pay and told to get lost.
Yeah, my job's hanging by a thread too. And after tonight, who knows? But I mean, I think we have other concerns because maybe there are 10 people with these changes going on to them.
I wasn't really aware of the employees who were test subjects. I just found out this evening that Wesley was a test subject. I didn't know that.
And they all seem really loyal. Like, don't ask any questions, loyal.
how many employees were there? I mean, I know you don't know how many were tested, but is it a large company?
About 40.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's
And
but again, I don't know how many were tested. Wesley had an injury. Then when they offered him this opportunity to fix his injury, he just jumped at it. So it's hard to say how many employees jumped at this opportunity.
right. And the guy who was attacked in the parking lot also got treatment. So he's no longer he no longer could be trusted. I've got the sheriff's department on the way, but I don't know. I mean, how do we even?
Ding, ding. Oh, my phone. And I'll let you guys know that I got a text from Marty telling that looks like they're on the way to Zymed Bio. And he is with the security consultant over there. So maybe we could use this as an opportunity to get in.
That might help. Yeah.
I also mentioned that they fucking tried to get me to be on the clinical trial while I'm driving in the car over there, and
yeah, these people are nuts. It's like they didn't even. He said that they didn't even care. It was like they didn't care about what was going on at all.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't. I haven't been able to find any funding source for them. They seem to be rolling in dough, and they are paying people instead of charging. They don't have a government contract, so maybe they are not worried about what's going on, but maybe we should get over there and find out what's in the vat.
So
I think that's a good idea.
I have a feeling that if we can get into Jim Conte's office, we might be able to find something.
I think maybe we should get out of here before the Chief Dawson and the other kind of realize that we might be onto something.
And when you say that, you notice that the chief is talking to Anthony, the newspaper editor, and they're kind of like they kind of look up at the three of you.
Speak of the devil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just doing exit. Slowly work my way to the door.
Okay. Right. As you I assume the three of you exit out. As you're exiting out, you kind of see the editor kind of like his head kind of goes back and forth and then almost turns like a 270 degrees. You're muted, David.
Yeah, we need to move. Gus, did you drive?
I did.
All right. Do you know the way to Zymed?
Yeah, and I've got a siren and a light that I can pop on the dash to get us there quicker.
Let's
Okay,
hold
So
off
we'll
on that.
follow you, but right, we don't want to light up and stay off the
Gotcha.
radio, I guess, right?
Yeah. So I got a drug bust. Got to go to, Chief. he walked, kind of beelines it. All right, so Marty and Wade, you guys pull up to the building. It is a large office building. It's got the front doors are in the center, and then it's got off to the side. It's got a west wing and an east wing coming off of it. Of course, it's that classic mirrored glass that you'll see on a lot of buildings and all. And big sign on top, Zymed Bio for your health and well-being.
How tall?
It is 2 stories.
Oh,
Do we
okay.
notice
So it's
any
not a skyscraper.
No.
Do we notice any Chuck-shaped holes in the windows or anything?
Nope.
So I probably am running. I run towards the front door. It's probably glass. I
Yep.
can see into the lobby, and I bang on the glass to see if a security guard.
You don't see anyone sitting at the security desk, and when you bang on it, you don't
Nothing.
nothing.
I'll try the door. Is it open?
It is.
Okay. Well, then we go into the lobby, and I'll go over to the security desk and bang on the if they've got a bell or
Okay.
a
All right.
buzzer.
When you approach the desk, you can give me a spot hidden.
What's hidden?
Ooh, I got a 3.
A 3? 0 3?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's a better security guard than I am. I got 85, so
All right.
I'm just looking at the desk.
All right. So Wade, you see on one of the chairs, it's one of those like comfortable chairs, but it's a cloth instead of a leather chair. You see kind of right where your back and your butt crack would start. You see like this smear kind of down it, but it looks like it's not like fresh. It looks like someone has been sitting there and kind of constantly getting that fluids onto that part of the chair.
What in the fuck?
Oh.
What in the hell? Oh, what's the security desk look like? Are there monitors?
There's a set three screens, and they've got like this keypad thing, and Wade, you would recognize this, so you can pick which camera you want to see on your screen and all. Right now, currently, you can see the parking lot, you can see the front door, and you can see the other security camera. You can see is kind of aimed at the West Wing interior door.
Can I use that and look at the cameras that would be facing the side of the building that we think he's coming from?
See if they're interior too. We can see if there's where the guard is.
Yeah, just kind of do a circuit through the security cameras.
Okay. Yep. As you kind of click through there, you notice that like each time you try and click on the east wing, the camera shifts back to the camera pointing out at the parking lot.
What the hell?
I don't know if it's just a glitch or something. Yeah, I can't get any visual on the east wing of the building.
I'm going to call Dr. Norwich.
Hello?
Hey, Doc. So we're inside the building. The front door is just open. It's like not locked at all. The lights are all on. We're at the security desk, but no security guards. And well, not to be too gross, but the security guard's chair, it's made out of fabric. That's not the gross part. The gross part is there's like residue on it, like somebody's been sitting naked in it for a year and just sort of getting their goo all over it. It's filthy. It's disgusting.
There's some strange stuff going on with this place. We'll be there in about 10 minutes if you want to wait up.
Yeah, we haven't seen any hide nor hair of Chuck.
No? Okay. Jesus. All right. Yeah, we'll see you in just a few minutes. We'll keep our eyes peeled just in case he's not made it there yet.
Yeah. Hopefully he came here. Hopefully he's not running around in town.
Oh, God. Well, I've got my pager on just in case there's more attacks.
Oh, you still use a pager?
Yeah. It's tried and true.
No, I guess to each his own. I didn't know they existed anymore. See you later.
All right, bye.
All right. Okay, so the two of you inside the building, as you're kind of messing with it, you see on the computer screen, suddenly you see the like cursor prompt, and it starts, you see a message appear up on it, and it says, look upon the world, we can make it better, free from uncertainty and the failures of our bodies.
Their medical slogan, I guess.
Is it like you said, like a window popped up and you started typing that?
Yep.
Or just like, okay.
You know, these kind of buildings are just automatically creepy. I work in a hospital all day long, and they're still fucking creepy. I don't know whether we should go looking for somebody or. And what if there are, Jesus, what if some of their other subjects went bonkers and they're running around the building with
Well,
mouths and tentacles?
Keith, as far as we know, do they like keep patients in this building?
They probably have people when they're doing trials overnight for observation.
Yeah,
You know, that'd be
yeah,
pretty standard.
The guard did say that nobody's here because nobody's here.
Yeah, but who knows what is actually going on? I don't know if I trust that.
I don't know why the East Wing keeps glitching back. It's like they don't want us to see the East Wing.
Could be a private, it could be on its own network that you need some kind of special access to get to it. Is there any way I could use is there any kind of input on the computer I could use to try and gain access to those? I do have computer science.
Yeah, you can give me a computer use.
Okay. Can I bump that up at all? No. Solid 50 in that. 90 over 50 is not going to do it though.
Okay, yeah. When you're doing that, you pop up, another window pops up and goes, as a human, one day you are certain to die. Endless oblivion and nothingness. We can change that. You can continue on forever.
I'm not signing up for this newsletter.
I think that we should wait the 10 minutes and then do a little snooping around.
Yeah, they said they're going to be here. Let's wait for them.
It should be in like 8 or 9 minutes. I can wait.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So, the three of you, going to stop anywhere? Just head straight over.
I kind of need a monster on the way. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You guys make it no problem then.
I'd love to stop and buy a gun, but I don't know the first thing about firing a gun, so it's
I doubt that you could just buy a gun either.
We're in Missouri. I don't know.
The Walmart.
2023. What time is it, by the way?
We'll say we'll go 10, a little
10
after
PM.
10. Yeah.
Might be a little late to buy a gun.
2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, the gun
Doesn't
and
the
porno
cop?
show
I guess the
store is
cop wouldn't.
closed.
The cop wouldn't take his gun with him to the party. So.
Yeah, probably not. But he probably, I'll give him a luck roll, see if he had one in his
Might have something in the glove
vehicle.
compartment. Yeah.
Yep, he did. He had a 38 auto in the glove compartments.
Also, did you guys call the police?
I didn't call 911 because that would go directly to the chief. So I called the county. But they're not coming here. I don't have anything to say about here. I sent them to the party. They'll find broken glass, and God knows, the last time I saw Anthony, my editor, he was like,
His head.
The sheriff might be real occupied there. And then they'll call in, goddamn airstrike. So we'll have some backup eventually.
Okay. All right. So, you guys come on in. Obviously, since you're having that conversation. All right.
So there's something weird in the East Wing. And Wade and I didn't want to walk in there by ourselves, so we waited for you guys. Don't know where the guard is.
I haven't seen a single soul. Not here, not on cameras.
You hear a little static come across the intercom. You hear this voice come across. Miss Kolga, our evaluation indicates You are a prime candidate for early onset dementia. Soon the memory loss will begin. You'll start getting lost even in your home. By the age of 75, the essential you will be long gone. Remember how this affected your grandmother? You see it starting in your mother. We can prevent this together.
Wow, wasn't that a HEPA violation?
What the fuck ever? I've seen what your work can do.
Who is that? Who's there?
Mr. Clausen, your father suffers from cancer. His will be a terrible death. We can change his destiny. We can cure him and restore him to full vitality.
Yeah, will he have to feed the mouths in his chest little canapes to keep going?
All advances require sacrifices.
Who are you? Who am I speaking to?
I am he.
Oh,
Does this sound like a robotic voice, or
Yeah.
is it
Yeah,
okay?
that's my best robot voice.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Apparently it worked.
Where are the
I know-
guards?
The guards? We have no need for guards. Who would come here? I will close the doors if you feel unsafe. And you see the cages come down in front of the exterior doors.
Well, who was it I talked to when I called earlier?
You talk to me.
Did you call the vice president?
The vice president? He is beyond use.
Oh, great.
What
He is
was-
kind of useless.
What was he ill with before his treatment?
He was ill. He wasn't ill with anything, but we simply told him that we could revive him, make him young again. The human frailty, their fear of growing old, it is so easily to manipulate.
Well, you can raise the gates. We'd like to leave now.
Oh no, you can't. You've entered into the building, and we've drawn up papers that say once you enter into the building, you've volunteered for a test.
The police will be here shortly.
The police.
I was going to say
That's
that.
What are you going to say? You broke in?
No, we're going to say that you wouldn't let us out.
Yes. The police are a fragile institution. I will call them now and let them know that everything's okay.
I haven't signed any paperwork. Can I leave?
No, you can't. You can't leave it, Dr. Norwich. Our records show that you work tirelessly to help your patients. It's a shame that all your work comes to naught. Your accomplishments will crumble to ashes, just like the rest of humanity. We can reveal such revelations to you. With our knowledge, you can conquer disease and bring aid to millions. Go beyond the limits of your existence. Embrace the New World Order.
The New World Order?
Yes.
Your
I'm fine.
your treatment, is it contagious?
Contagious? No, it is not contagious. That would be an imperfection in the plan.
I'm finding a fucking fire door.
All right.
Give your money. Let us out of here.
It is the building was built to code, so there's obviously a fire door. When you push against it, you feel that it is locked.
It was built to code, but that doesn't stop a chain being put on a door,
Mhm.
possibly by the chief of police. If it was built to code, though, there might still be fire axes and fire extinguishers.
Oh
I
yeah.
think we need to, make a formation, head to the east wing, and be prepared to be attacked by tongues and mouths.
We need to find the AI and destroy it.
And it's probably already called the chief of police, so we don't probably, if the sheriff got there in time.
Is it cutting off our phones? I'll try to 911.
Okay. When you dial 911, you hear the AI voice in your phone.
Oh, shit.
Nurse Delmar. There is no need to tell you of the suffering that you've seen every day. The ravages, the pain of disease, injury, death. It is a war. Do you feel like you are winning this war? We can help you. Think of the world without disease. It is within your reach.
I'm just going to ignore the voice.
Okay.
Do I know the building layout reasonably well?
Yeah. The West Wing. You never went into the East Wing. The West Wing contains the corporate offices and.
Okay. And the East Wing is probably where the research facilities are at.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You have any idea where the room, I forget the word for it. There's a room for where all the electronics are.
Oh, the server room?
Yeah, something like that. The server room.
You never saw the server room, Marina.
The security desk should have in one of the drawers maps of the layout of the building so we could get an idea of what the East Wing looks like and maybe where the server at least was originally. So I'm going to start pulling drawers out.
Okay. I'll buy that. Yeah. As you kind of go through, you do find like a map of the building, and you see that the server, it looks like the wires and all are coming out of the basement of the East Wing.
All right. Guess that's where we're going.
IT's usually in the basement.
Before we leave the security area, are there any, I don't know, like batons or anything like that we could use to protect ourselves with in here?
Well, the fire axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a baton, because it'd be what you'd probably find at a reception desk.
Okay.
Did they ever
Stapler,
even
then.
hire security?
Well, somebody's been sitting in this chair. Somebody greasy.
Patient 10, I'm afraid.
Ugh.
Subject XL1. Okay. So we have the layout of the East Wing. Is it parallel to the West Wing? It was like long corridor rooms up the side, or is it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And we know where the fire stairs are, so we know where the cellar is, more or less.
Yeah, it's marked on there.
So I don't think I can carry an extinguisher and an axe, but I'm a fairly physically robust fellow, so I prefer an axe, I think.
Yeah, I'm not physically strong, so I think a fire extinguisher would work well for me.
Well, we'll wait security, so if we can find there's got to be other axes and other fire equipment as we go.
And I'll just keep an eye out for when we get to the East Wing. Maybe check in one of the rooms, see if I can get a scalpel or anything.
Yeah, and I guess we're looking for refrigerators with this substance in them. If it has to be kept cold, then we can unplug them and spoil it.
Well, I don't know about that, but we need to find a way out of this building. And if the computer's controlling it, we can just destroy the computer.
Yeah, I mean we're making our way toward he who gives himself no name. Yeah.
Elliot,
Didn't give himself a dick though, so he's a he.
Elliot, I think you've got a good point. I swore the Hippocratic Oath. I've got to do what I can to help. If we can get rid of this formula or whatever it is, I think we've got to try.
Yeah, Wade knows more about this than I, but it's like we move forward, we clear an area, we move forward again, and we're making our way.
All right. So when you go to the East Wing door to enter it, that door is locked.
That's where axes come in handy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And by the way, don't we not want to destroy evidence? There should be like a federal investigation on this place.
I mean, I think the autopsies of the people who have mouths where they don't belong would be pretty good evidence. I don't want anybody I mean,
I think it's all evidence.
Yeah, the substance, if it can cure cancer, is going to be really hard to get rid of once people find out about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but maybe they can take out the mutagen.
Well, you don't have to unplug any refrigerators. I'm going to unplug anything I see.
All right.
All right. Okay, so you swing the axe. Okay. Give me a strength roll with a bonus die.
Okay, I'm on the screen. Strength of 60. First roll is an 80. Second roll is in the 20s. So a hard success.
Hard success. Yep. That's good because you needed a hard. So as you kind of work at it, it takes a little bit. It's unless you're a firefighter, hacking through a door is tough. But yeah, you kind of break on through to the other side and you can reach in and kind of unlock the door. When you open it up, you see that there is a desk sitting there, and sitting at the desk is this skeleton.
Oh,
How old?
How old? Well, it's not fleshy. There's no meat or anything on it, but
is it wearing clothes?
It is not.
Oh, it's just an articulated doctor's skeleton. It's a joke. Somebody's put that there.
When people have been coming here for injections, they can't have had that.
When people turn into skeletons, the skeletons fall apart.
I'm going to go up and see if there's still like tendons and connective tissue between the joints to see if it's like has it been constructed like that?
When you approach it, the skeleton looks up and goes, "Oh, are you here for a treatment?"
What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Really should have assumed that was going to...
Yeah,
That's a
and
sand
you
roll.
can give me a sand roll.
That's a fail.
I passed, but
1d3 if you fail, only 1 if you pass.
it's a Halloween trick.
What the?
Great.
Yeah, I got 3 too.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Are you here for a treatment?
No, we're trying to get out of the building.
Oh no! Anyone that comes in here doesn't leave until they have a treatment. I'm sorry. If you just give me your names, I can give you what rooms to head to.
The name is Jane Doe.
Jane Doe. Jane Doe. Huh, I don't have that. This must be your first treatment. Therefore, you need to go to treatment room 40.
What can we find in treatment room 40?
Oh, yeah, that's where they'll weigh you to make sure that they have the proper dosage, and also be able to test your blood and everything. We want to make everything as perfectly successful as possible.
But there's no doctors here.
Oh, but they'll be here. Doctors are always late.
I'd like to reach towards the skeleton and see if its head comes off. Or is it attached to the body?
Okay, you can grab it, no problem. As you kind of pull, it starts kind of lifting up, and you can see that it ends at the spine. And when you kind of lift it up, like some of the spinal fluid has leaked out and kind of stained the chair a little.
What's holding it together?
Evil.
Yeah.
My name is Anthony Collison. I'm here for a checkup on my treatment.
Oh, Mr. Collison, I didn't recognize you. You are much younger than the last time you were here.
The treatment is really remarkable.
It is. If your friend could be so kind to set me down, I could look up where you would need to go.
Certainly. Thank you.
Because it seems that you are onto the to the last treatment. You need to go to the end of the hallway, room 56.
56. Thanks as always, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
We'll escort him down there.
That's thinking it's unlocked too. So let's head there. And how far is that to a stairwell that leads to the cellar?
That is for scale. It's about three doors to the end of the rooms, and then you can see as you go down. So we'll say 25 feet from the door down to the cellar.
All right, I want to see what the final treatment looks like. Anybody with me?
I'm with you.
Okay. All right. So as you're going down the hallway, there are, we've all been to doctors and a hospital. There's got all the doors. Now, of course, the doors, they generally have like a paper on the glass, so you can't see in for patient privacy. But as you start getting near the end, you can hear the sound of pumps and generators from up in front of you, and then coming from room 57, you hear like multiple voices conversing with each other.
$57 across the hall from 56.
It's right next to it. Yeah.
We want to. I don't really know if I can fight a person really with an axe.
I know I can't.
Well,
I can.
If need be, I can buy some time. I can hit him in the face with this fire extinguisher. I can blast him with it.
I mean, do we want to just try to get to the cellar and turn off the computer?
Which I think we need to just get down there as soon as possible.
I didn't expect there to be people in here, but
No.
I don't know.
Maybe skeletons.
I'm
I don't know what to do. I just want to get the fuck out of here. Smash a window, but they're all
maybe.
But
locked
I
down.
feel like that we have some kind of responsibility for these people. I mean, we should do something to stop this so that other innocent people don't have to suffer.
Look, if they've trapped us in here and they murder all of us, we won't be doing anything for these people. We got to get out and get to the newspaper. You're a journalist.
Yeah,
Got to get to the media.
My boss has a swivel head now. Gus's boss is biting through pork bone. I mean, we have to shut it down and then get help because the authorities are compromised around here. The question is, do we go inside and talk to those people if they're people?
Can we listen at the door?
Yeah, give me a listen roll.
We're at the class.
Mm-hmm.
Belinda likes to listen.
I do.
Creepo.
That is a failure.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can't quite pick it out. Right
wait,
when
I
you
got really good
start
listening.
figuring out, they're stepping on each other.
I got an 18, and my listen is 50. So,
all right. So what you hear one person going, "My water's all gone. I'm so thirsty." Well, if I could get out, I would get you some more. Oh, I'd like some more of that milk. More milk, please. You always want more milk.
they sound like patients. They don't sound like doctors.
Should we check on them?
I don't.
They want milk and water.
Maybe we can help them after we've turned the machines off, but
Are you curious though?
Well, the thing is that Chuck referred to the drug as xylactus, and the lact part of that sounds like milk, and I don't want to know anybody who's drinking the milk. They're in here and they're not in charge. Did they sound like men, women?
Sound like women?
Both.
Yeah,
male and female.
Male and female. They were just having a casual conversation. They sound like they're thirsty.
Maybe they're strapped down to beds or something. They can't
now it's
help
all in our
themselves?
imagination. Why don't we just open the door and look? I mean, it's like they can't alarm anybody because the building already knows we're here.
Yeah, we can see.
Right.
Yeah, I'll go over. Is the door locked?
It is not.
Yeah. I'll just open the door.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Step inside, but I'm on guard.
Yeah. When you step inside, the smell hits you first. It's like being at a dog pound is what it smells like.
Oh.
Wet dog, how they all kind of, and you see on the walls, along the walls, there's 12 dog cages, and inside are 12 dogs. Some of them have human faces, some of them have human feet, some of them have very long claws on it, and when you come in, they all look up at you and they're like going, "Oh, is it feeding time? Are you going to take me for a walk?" And the other one's like, "More milk please, more milk please, more milk please." And you can give me a sanity roll for that.
Oh my God, I keep passing them. I got a 12.
1d3.
That's like so not what No, I took 3 again. So
okay, all right.
That was 3.
Is it 1 on a pass?
Jesus Christ!
1d3 on a pass.
Oh, 1d3 on a pass.
Yeah,
and on a 93.
A 1d6.
Okay, that's 3 more, so I'm down 9.
That's for me.
Yeah.
Just 1.
3 again, though.
Okay.
Did I hear somebody say 9?
Yeah. Okay.
I've lost
9.
I've
Oh,
lost
you've lost
9
one.
since, yeah.
Did anybody lose more than 5 or 5 or more in that
No.
one? Yeah.
Keep track of your 20%, in a day, of course. Okay, all right. Yeah. And so they're all kind of looking at you, and dogs, when they get excited about, they look like friendly dogs, but they're like, oh. He's like, "Please, sir, I have to use the restroom." And
This is abomination.
Is there a pail of milk bones or something?
Sure.
Yeah, I just like toss them all. I'm just going to sort of throw treats and then run away.
Oh.
Are there is there like a cooler with vials of white liquid in it?
There is not.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just back out.
Yeah.
And
In, out.
Christ, what the fuck are they doing here? This is violating every code of medical ethics.
it's like alchemy or some shit. They're just turning people into dogs?
Whatever the white stuff is must be a mutagen.
Chuck was getting furry like a dog. I didn't recognize any of the faces on the dogs.
Did
right?
not. No. Mm-mm.
So they're not people who are turning into dogs, but they're dogs. It's not all right. Which is closer, the sounds of pumping machinery or the cellar?
Sounds of
Stairs.
pumping machinery.
All right.
Closer. Yeah. Now, the dog room is right at the end of the hallway before it kind of opens up into a larger space. You can see, and so in that larger space, if you look to the left, there's 2 doors. The sound of the pumping is coming from the second door. The first door is marked danger, flammable storage. And then if you go past the second door, you're on the wall that's 90 degrees, and there you see the basement door.
How did Gus respond to the room full of dogs?
He shaking. He's like, he's like, maybe this is what attacked that guy, or he's like, I'd shoot him, but they've got people faces.
If we can't figure out a way, that door said flammable storage, right? If we can't find a way out, is everyone in agreement with what we need to do?
What, burn ourselves alive in here? No fucking way.
Well, I don't know, Marty. I mean, what if we can't get out?
Well, get up onto the roof and jump off the building. It's only 2 stories.
God, I've seen people seen wounds from people falling 2 stories. Their heads are cracked open.
Well, just fall the right way.
Yeah, if you do it on purpose, you can limit it to spinal injury, maybe some limbs,
maybe legs.
But yeah.
When
you can drive your legs right up into your torso. So
when you said that, Elliot, you hear come across the speaker, we can fix spinal injuries, Mr. Clausen.
Good to know. Did the dogs start as people, or did the people start as dogs?
They are our first experiment, first trials. They were. You'll notice that there are no more homeless people here in the city. We took care of that problem for
Jesus.
You. Where are you from, You're not a local. I can tell by your accent.
I am from the Central Africa is where I originated. I think that's what you call that continent.
That's such a place. How many Zymed biofacilities are there right now?
Oh, only one. We found that this country's regulations and stuff are so lax. The last I think you called administration got rid of so many regulations. It made it much easier than in Europe.
Well, Zymed, can I call you Zymed?
If that's what you're comfortable with.
I feel really lucky that you started here.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. See you real soon.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Okay, I'd like to go to the pumping room and axe everything before we go downstairs. Anybody who has any other plans?
No, that's where I'm at with this as well.
Hold on though. What if we can axe in the pumping room?
That's
Are we going to flood the basement?
This all needs to go away. Let's just.
Don't we need to go to the basement first before we flood the basement?
My concern, Marty, is that it's going to make it hard for us to actually smash it up. It's listening to us. It's got control over the building. I feel like once we're in the cellar, it's kind of the last stand.
Okay,
but if we can,
maybe there's an override and we can raise the gates before we.
I'm not a hacker. I don't know.
Well, I'm kind of hoping for a big red button that says override computer.
Well,
you find something.
While they're talking, I'm just gonna kind of walk into, what is it, room 50? I'm gonna peek into room 56.
Okay. When you peek in there, you see a man sitting there. He's got antlers and legs, and he looks up and he's like going, "Who are you?"
Oh, I forgot. I am Jane Doe.
You're Jane Doe.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm the vice president. I know who's supposed to be here, and you're not supposed to be here. And he stands up, and his legs are kind of bent backwards. You know how animals' legs are kind of look like they're bent backwards. And he puts his head down, and he starts charging at you with his antlers.
Closing the door real hard.
All right. With that, I will give everyone a round before he opens up the door. So, Marty, what are you going to do?
We have a round to run to the
Yes,
bio break.
Bio break. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
All right. So you guys were getting one action before the vice president, Jim Conate, comes charging out with his horns. So we'll just go in the order I have you on my screen. So Marty, what would you like to do?
If we get out of the room and did Belinda close the door or Wade?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
I have a question on that front actually. Belinda, did you scream or anything? Because Marty and I are just standing in the hallway arguing as usual.
I think I just slammed the door. I don't think I screamed exactly.
So when she comes out quickly and slams the door, I'll probably just naturally put my hands on the door as well.
Okay. All right.
Because
Marina?
she's wild-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a hallway as well, and so when I hear the door slam, I'll just kind of turn in that direction because I'm not real sure what's going on at this point.
Okay. All right. Elliot?
My expectation is that as soon as Marty isn't arguing with me about it, I'm going to open the pump room door.
Okay.
Regardless of what's behind me.
Okay, we'll come to that in a second. Wade?
I think I'm going to draw my gun and aim at the door.
All right. And Belinda?
I'm going to have my back up against. I'm guessing that the door is going to open outwards towards the hallway. So I've got my back up against the door, and I'll yell, "My name's not Jane Doe. He said that I could come here. I'm Belinda Norwich."
Okay. All right. All right, Marty, let's give me a strength roll to try and hold this door shut.
I'm more concerned that the horns are going to come right through the door.
God.
That's what I'm worried about.
I got a 17. That's strength against strength. That's 55.
Okay,
So
so that's a hard.
the thing could come right through my hand too.
Yeah. So
you know what? Because of the sheets that we have, I don't know if that's a hard or not.
yeah, I got a 55. Yeah, your strength's 55. You rolled a 17. That's a hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You hear the door. You hear it. You feel it hit the door, but yeah, you are able to hold it shut. But there is no lock.
Right. Holy shit, Belinda! What's in there?
It's some fucking antlered freak. He's the vice president.
Yeah. And Gus has his gun out also.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he's like going, what do you think, Butler?
I don't know what to think of this. These people are nuts. Turning into dogs and deers and skeletons.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. He's like, I say we time it out, and Marty, you open that door and we just blow it away, whatever it is.
Well, how about I just get away from the door and let whatever it is bust its way out, and then you can shoot it.
Sounds good to me.
We're ready to go.
All right, Elliot, you come to the pump door, and you open it.
Yeah.
Okay, so inside, there are two large vats that have these hoses coming down to it. Those are on the nearest wall, but what grabs your attention is there's this coming up from the floor. There's this large tentacle with teats hanging off of it, and there are several satyrs, for lack of a better term, sucking at the teats, and as they get full, they're puking the white milk into a vat that's being pumped and then put into there. And you can give me a sanity roll for that.
You betcha. 38 is a success. 1d3?
Yep.
Okay, that means I will not go indefinite because I still have. All right, so I've lost 11 of the 14 that will break me.
Yeah. When you open the door, they kind of stop, and some of them's got some milk dripping down, but they actually back away out of fear from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine because I'm advancing with the fire axe and
Okay.
a deep, disgusted loathing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
How big is the tentacle when it comes out of the floor or behind it?
It is, in this picture here, it looks like it's filling up about half the room, so it's very large.
So I cannot hack through its base with a fire axe by any stretch. Yeah.
No.
Okay. And the satyrs, they look like half-size furry men with backward, like the Greek proper. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But it smells great in here too.
Oh yeah, it smells amazing. And you see on the wall when you kind of get past the door, because the door is there is 2 cattle prods on the door, on the wall also.
Good to know.
All right. So Marty, you step away from the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
In anticipation of it busting itself out.
All right. Well, you have a readied firearm, Wade, so you are your dex is definitely higher than its dex, and so the door opens and this thing comes charging out.
All right. I'm gonna blast it. Since we spent that turn aiming, do I get is there there's a bonus for that, right?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Get a 100. Maybe do better than that. I'm not sure. That is the exact same roll. So 21 under 60, which is a hard success.
Okay. Yep. You hit it. No problem.
Right. We're gonna roll my damage from my gun. That is 6. 6 damage for us,
Okay. And Gus did 3 to it.
I can fire up to. It doesn't say, so it doesn't have a full stat block. Does this have multiple shots in a turn? So it's
38 auto, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I'll do at least one more then, because I had the bonus for aiming, so it'll just be one regular one for the second shot.
Yep.
18. That's better even still. In fact, it's so good that I could burn 6 luck and make it an extreme success, which I will do.
All right. With an extreme success, because it's a minimum of 10 damage, that's going to drop it.
I kind of figured. I was hoping anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we all take sanity for the gunshot and
sure,
the trauma of the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask if I took a sanity hit for seeing him.
Have you lost more than 3 from seeing the human large mutants? And it looks like Wade froze on us. Or Rob.
Oh, he came back.
I'm here. Okay. It looks like everybody froze to me. Oh,
I've lost 3 across.
Okay, yeah. You're at the max that you can lose to them in one day. Yeah. The dogs are different because they're kind of a different thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's happening. Okay.
All right. Okay, Elliot, what are you doing?
Advance. I turn my head when I hear some gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that we're armed and the monsters don't seem to be, and I'm just going to advance on these satyrs and commit an act that I never thought myself capable of.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
There are 5.
Ooh. Might be a minute. Yeah, but they're probably, if they clump together, then I might be able to really savage a couple of them with one swing.
Cleave.
All right, swing away.
I guess that's brawl. I don't actually, well, let's see, what's the base?
25.
25. 70 is no good. Maybe I can't do this after all.
Yeah. They're kind of like pulling back because they look like they're acting like abused animals if you've
Cattle prods. Yeah.
So
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, so that's all for now.
okay. All right. All right, what's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna walk into the room that the VP just came out from.
Okay.
And see if I can see any of the serum, the formula, the serum.
Yep. There's a I'm drawing a blank. The bag that they put like all the fluid in.
An IV.
An IV bag. Yeah. So there's that, and it comes to an end now. It looks like he just kind of jerked and it ripped it out of his port or wherever it had it injected into him.
Oh God. Yeah, I will grab that bag and put it in my pocket. Not my pocket, like my. I don't know what I'm assuming I have somewhere I could stuff it.
Okay. Yeah. It's not like a full up one because they're not as like a saline IV dose that you would get or something. Yeah. Okay. Yep. No problem. Hi. So Elliot, we're back to you.
Right. I after swinging and clanging against some bit of mechanism in here and watching the things, drop little goat pellets in terror, I feel a bit ashamed of myself. And there are two big vats, and I assume there's temperature regulators and other mechanisms. So I'm just gonna go over there and give that a look-see, and I want to, if I can power down the refrigeration, that's a start. I don't want to flood the room with the stuff because I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, probably smart. Yeah. You can. I mean, you could probably power it down pretty easily with pull the plug is probably a 220 or something.
Right. There might even be big red buttons on something like this because it was meant for food service at some point.
Yeah.
And then I unplug it, and there might be a thing I can pull to drain it into for cleaning purposes. There might be some sort of sump, whatever.
I'll buy that.
And I'm gonna take the. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you do that, the voice comes across as like going, "The mother will always provide more. It is pointless for you to do that."
Don't worry about it.
The mother isn't eternal, and neither are you.
Oh, the mother is eternal.
All things pass. Entropy wins.
When the mother fades away, humanity will be a forgotten dust in the wind for 1,000,000 years.
Oh, that is how it was meant to be.
But we could change that.
Yeah. And I'm like, every time I hear his voice, I'm like thinking of my dad's painful cancer, and then all the people who would line up to stop that suffering. It's like, we cannot let people have this.
All right.
And I guess I'm going to grab the cattle prods on my way back to the hallway, where I see the beautiful antlers scattered around the hallway.
Mount those on your wall.
Was the vice president in a suit? Or was he buck naked?
He was, yeah. Yep.
Right.
Nice pun. Yep.
Right. Okay. Are we clear that anybody need a cattle prod?
I
There,
won't turn it down.
Like,
there are
shock
other.
the computer, that would damage it seriously.
It might. There are other on. There's a. Don't look in there. It's a. We have to find out what a little bit of mother is what the milk comes out of, and we need to make mother go away as well after we get to.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I. It's milk. It's milk, and it comes out of tits, and the tits come out of a limb, and the limb isn't from an animal that we know about. Look if you want to. We won't like it.
Where is the animal? Is the animal in the basement?
Part of the animal's in that pump room, but I think the animal's very big. Have a look.
Let's
curious.
just destroy this fucking computer. Get out of here.
Onward.
Yeah, I'm sure the electrical panels, breaker boxes should all be down there too.
That's what we're
Yes.
trusting.
Miss
I-
Kolga, this is your last chance to avoid the dementia that you're doomed to suffer from.
I'll pass.
Ah, you passed last time too.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
You're
Yeah.
busy. I'm sad.
Good.
So we'll go to the basement door.
Okay, all right. When you open the basement door, you hear the loud sound of machinery, all the fans that keep in a server room. But it is dark.
Switches anywhere to turn on the lights?
Sure, yep.
Yeah.
When you turn on the lights, you see that the steps they're dusty, like no one's been going up and down these steps for since probably the building was built. And but you do see the lights of the various computers, the ports are flashing, making sure that they're still connected and all, but those are all down the steps.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for large tentacles. I think that the thing is caged, but the computer is really smug, so
Yeah.
Well, just using general sort of, understanding of where things are. If the room that he said the tentacle in is there, as I come down the stairs, can I look in that direction and see if there's something in the room?
Yeah, you can look that direction. When you do, you see this thing. You would swear that it was at first that it was a tree, but then part of its tentacles, for lack of a better word, are moving, but the tentacles are actually wires that are plugged into the computer, and it's got a kind of a mouth on what would be the trunk, and it looks over at you and kind of opens its mouth, and you can give me a sanity roll.
Yeah, I failed 87 on that one.
Okay, that's 1d10.
Looking for which one is the 1d10?
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
And that also puts me below my threshold.
So that's an auto. All right. Roll a 1d8 for your bout.
Uh, Okay, on my chart, that's psychosomatic,
Okay.
which would be I go blind.
Nice.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
I can't believe I saw something. Yeah. So I sort of hunker down and I stumble on the stairs. Maybe I stumble to the bottom of the stairs, but now I'm sitting on the ground with my hand over my face. Oh, oh.
You hear that calm voice is like, we can cure that blindness.
It'll
Marty,
be
what
gone
the
in 10
hell?
rounds.
What did the others do?
After I hear Marty screaming, and we realize that the creature should be down there.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to open up the room that said flammable stuff,
Okay.
just so I can see what's in there and possibly get something to throw down the stairs.
All right. When you open up that room, there are 4 barrels in there. One is labeled triethylamine. Now there's diethylamine. Then there's ethylenediamine, and finally ethanol.
Well, ethanol I'm pretty sure that one's the flammable one. At least that one. Maybe the other ones too. Can I roll chemistry to see if
Sure.
anything is like more?
One of those sounds like cleaning fluid, which would be highly flammable.
And I got a 48 out of 55, so I passed.
Okay. Yeah, ethanol is definitely flammable. The triethylamine is more volatile, so it could cause a larger explosion if you could set it off. So the other one, the diethylamine, is a corrosive chemical. And then the last one is also corrosive and can create a toxic, irritating mist.
So diethylamine was the acid.
Yep.
And the tri was the more volatile.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just call that out. Let everybody know. There's several options. We can melt the thing instead of burning the place down.
Somebody's got to help me. I can't see.
Just leave them.
Yeah.
Leave me.
Stay there, Marty. In order to assess the situation down here and find a power source to the computer, I'm not going to be able to avoid looking at the
Very true.
that's attached to it. So I'm just going to join Marty in Madville in all likelihood.
Okay.
Okay, successful sand roll.
All right. So
what's the successful penalty?
Successful penalty for seeing one of these is 1d3.
And I have already seen part of it. So 1d3. Geez, that's 2. What is that? 5, 10, 11. Oh, yep, 13. I'm 1 shy of 20%.
Nice.
So I'm looking to not get near the flailing limbs or the mouth, and looking for a power source that I do not want to have to hit with a fire axe, but power down manually with safe.
Okay. I'm looking at your character sheet here. Give me an electronics.
All right. I put my dice away. I would like to spend 9 points to make that a success.
Okay, yeah.
54. So that's a regular success. And is there a breaker I can yank down?
we'll say yes, there is. You can kind of
Something.
see where, yeah, exactly. All right, you going for that?
Yeah.
All right, give me a POW roll. Ooh.
Past 70, 75.
Okay. That's a fail. All right, give me a dex.
45 is regular.
Okay. All right. So as you are going up to it, suddenly this circle opens up and you see the void of space, and we're able to keep from falling into it.
Is it?
He goes, I could send you someplace else, Mr. Clausen, if you do not submit.
That's not a real hole, is it? And I'm gonna like throw, my keys into the void of space.
Yeah.
Do they clatter on the basement floor?
No.
Do
No,
they spin away into the cosmic distance?
Yeah. All right. Marina, what are you doing?
I'm with Belinda trying to determine how best to use these chemicals.
Okay. All right. And Wade.
I was also going to try and head down into the. I've got the computer skills, so if I can try and head down there and try and find any kind of computer interface to use to try and shut things down.
Okay, give me a sanity roll for seeing the thing that is part tree, part computer.
That is a 26, which is a success.
1d3.
Okay. Let's see. It's going to be 2, but that does take me down 20%.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Give me a 1d8.
All right. 8.
Psychosomatic again. Hey, roll 1d3.
Oh boy. 3.
3. That is loss of use of one of your limbs. So I'll just roll a 1d4, and so your right arm suddenly will not function for you for the next 6 rounds.
Okay, so just 6.
All right.
All right. Do I see anything when I run into the room though?
Give me roll your computers.
Okay. No, 85 over 50. Jeez.
Nope. Only thing you really see is like Elliot kind of pointing out, hey, that's the plug, but there's a void of space in front of us. All right. Marty, so you're kind of sitting there like got your eyes.
I'm feeling my way maybe to go back up the stairs, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm struggling with it. But maybe they're starting to clear just a little bit.
Yeah. We'll say you didn't get that far away from the stairs, so you knew where they were, and so you can.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Okay.
Iya. I start yelling.
All right. So Marina and Belinda, what are you going to do with these chemicals?
Well, Marina,
how best can we? How best can we use these?
One of these barrels, we can shoot it, blow it up, but it's volatile. This is a big barrel. That's a last resort, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's an acid, this diethylamine. It'll should dissolve anything it touches, especially something biological. Maybe we push this down there and hope for the best.
Yeah, I like that idea. It seems like that whatever it is we're after is downstairs. T-
Well, help
Can-
me heave this over and we'll roll it, right?
okay, yeah, I'll help you.
Okay. All right. When you get there, Marty comes up out of the up the stairs, and as you look down, you see Elliot and Wade kind of staring at a, because you're just at the top, you can't see the thing, but you can see them kind of staring ahead, and it seems strange, but there's like a black hole in the floor in
Get
front
it.
of them.
Don't look at it. It's horrible.
Marty, get off the fucking stairs. We got to push this barrel down.
All right.
I'll call down the stairs. We've got some acid.
It's going to be hard to get it across the hole. Take it to the pumping room. You can pour it on the thing from above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart.
Okay.
Don't
Turn around.
Don't look around the pumping room any more than you have to. But it has a limb. That's where they get the milk.
All
Thank you.
right. All right. Elliot and Wade, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm not subject to vertigo usually, but also there's usually not a hole in the outer void in the cellar.
That's true.
I'm looking at that electrical box with the breaker arm on it, and I'm weighing the head of the axe in my hand, and I'm preparing to throw it across there because I didn't want to hit it and electrocute myself, but
Gotcha. All right. Give me a throw.
do or die dice. 21. Used to not being on paper. I think that's a regular
Okay.
throw. Yeah, and I only need 4 to make it a hard.
Nah, we'll say you can
Okay.
hit
It's just metal and
Yeah.
electricity, So
it. So when you hit that, the computers do start turning off, and because it's an actual physical lever, it's not like the thing can use the computers to turn it back on and everything. But it starts unplugging itself, and horribly it starts actually moving toward the two of you. All right. Wade, what are you gonna do?
it's too big to actually occupy the cellar, though, right? It's going farther down.
Yeah. Seems like time and space here doesn't quite make logical sense.
That's an understatement. Can't figure out if it's tied to the computers or not. If it's crawling towards them, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, fire away.
Yeah, any effect on it at all?
All right.
No, not if I roll a 73 and
You
miss.
get a bonus die because it is a build 4. So
Oh, okay. That will definitely help. A 13 is much better than a 73.
yes, it is. All right.
Is that extreme again? It's my pistols. Oh, that is 1 off of an extreme, so I will burn 1 luck to make that an extreme success, so it impales.
Okay. Roll your 1d10 for the extra damage.
Yep. 10. All right.
Nice.
It's something important.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Up to the top before the thing goes, we got Marina, Marty, and Belinda. What are you gonna do?
Running for a fire door if there's any around.
Okay. Let me look at the map. There it is. Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yep. Yep,
I'm
it
going
is
to
across the hallway.
I'm going to attack the door to try to get out.
When you hit it, because the thing's not plugged into the computers now, it opens.
And I just immediately run out onto the grass and probably fall on my hands and knees. Go, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. All right. Marina and Belinda.
Well, Marina, what say we roll that barrel to the pump room?
I like it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, when you roll it in there, you open it up, and the satyrs in there, they're not smart enough to realize that, Elliot turned off the pumps. They're back to suckling away at the teat. So give me a sanity roll.
Bruce.
Below 6.
That is a fail.
Okay. 1d3 if you pass, 1d6 if you fail.
Ooh,
5.
-3.
Oh yeah, give me an intel roll.
Okay. Okay, that is a failure.
Okay, all right.
I lost 3, but I am still pretty far off from my.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So you roll that. So you roll it in, roll the barrel in there. What are you going to do with it?
Shit, I thought the pumps were on.
I think he.
Hmm?
I think he turned it off.
Do we just pour it on the limb?
I think that might work. We can try it.
Yeah, why not? Try to pry the lid off and dump it on the.
All right. We'll say you can do that. Yeah, you start
Sure.
prying it on there. Okay. All right. While you're doing that, Wade and Elliot, what are you going to do?
Did shooting the thing have any effect on it at all?
You saw it kind of like hit some wounds and not blood, but like almost like a sap or coolant kind of leaked, like it's a liquid cooled.
Okay.
Well, luckily we had to look at a schematic of the building, so I'm going to be running for any other fire stair out of the cellar away from the terrible monster.
Okay. All right. And Wade?
Yeah, if everybody's falling back, then Sam can make a fighting retreat.
Okay.
Take another shot at it while I run away.
All right. It's going to take a swing at you. So kind of these like wire things, they come whipping out, and you want to dodge?
Let's see. That's probably smart. Do I have any points in dodge? No, what is my dex? 70, so my dodge would be 35, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
My brawling is much higher, so I'm gonna try and fight back. Maybe they whip at me and I try and just rip them off or something.
Sounds good. All right.
Got a 13.
Okay.
13 under 50 is if I need to, I can burn 1 luck. Wait, no, that is an extreme already. Extreme would be 14. Wait, no. I'm sorry.
No, if your brawl's 50, extreme's 10.
Oh, okay. These numbers are just wrong then. I just noticed it right now. It says brawl 50, and then it says 25-10, and then lower it says rifle 50, 35-14. So
yeah.
wrong. Okay. That's
Okay.
why I was confused.
All right. No, it's no problem. Okay. I got a hard, so you will need to spend that luck.
Okay. All right. I got a 13, and I just said it was 10. So yeah, I'll spend 3 luck for that.
Okay. And the second one's whipping at you. You want to bite back at that also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that with a penalty die then?
No, I get a bonus die.
Oh, okay. So just 1.
Mm-hmm.
I did not pass that one, but it was close. I could burn luck to make it a I have enough to make it potentially a hard success. It'd be 7 just to make it a regular success.
I got an extreme.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
All
right.
Then.
So your first thing when you fought back, you kind of get there, maybe some wires broke as you grabbed it. But unfortunately, when you were looking the other way, this one comes through and it does 24 points of damage as it just busts through. And so your last thing you see is your sternum kind of just go fly out the other side of you and splatter against the wall.
Exactly double my max HP.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I got an extreme. He does 4d6. I was like, yeah.
That'll do it.
Okay. All right. So
Gus!
Gus is he comes running down. Yeah. Oh fuck! What the fuck is wrong with this place?
Go upstairs to the blowy up stuff.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Marina and Belinda, you are pouring the stuff out.
Yep.
When you do, the thing it obviously jerks in kind of like pain, and then it just blinks out like it's it unsummons itself essentially, and you hear this loud pop as suddenly the air from that needs to fill in the void of where this was kind of slams together like a thunderclap. And the satyrs are kind of like sitting there like they're stunned or afraid, and now they're very confused.
Marina, I think we gotta blow this place up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Elliot, give me a luck roll to see if you can get to the fire exit that was down here, or they got it blocked.
I rolled a 1.
Nice. Yeah. You kind of come out and you got those steps up to get back up to the ground level as you get out there.
Maybe I find another axe somewhere along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is the building mostly dark now? How big is that?
Yeah. The building's completely dark.
But the fire door's right across the hall, so and it's wide open because I ran out.
Yeah, but he was down in the basement. He took a different fire exit.
Okay.
All right, and then Marina and Belinda, you setting this? Okay, let's go with to successfully set it off because you guys don't have demolitions. I'm positive.
No.
Let's go with intel roll, but you're going to need an extreme, but you get a bonus die because you're kind of both thinking together. So,
are we both rolling?
Nope, just one of you.
Do you want to do the honors, or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Sure. Let me see. Get another D10. There we go. $24 out of 70 is.
Oh, let me look at my chart here. It's got it all broken down. So 70, you need a 14.
I can spend 10 luck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend 10 luck and successfully set it off.
All right. So
goodbye, cruel world.
Yeah. So this kind of explodes in kind of how you said there. You probably can't get away from it because, to set it off, you didn't have like a leading fuse or anything to blow it up. And Marina, you can, you can we'll give you a luck. We'll give a luck, see if you survive the explosion.
No.
No, yeah. So maybe you're backing away and just, explosions are a lot more just devastating than what they show in movies. All right. And then Marty and Elliot, as you're kind of outside, you see, obviously they don't blow up the whole building. They didn't have that much, but they blew up enough that the east wing where it was is essentially destroyed.
was probably in the process of running away at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'd gotten off the ground once I collapsed in the dewy grass once I was outside. So
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of like crawl away on my ass and try to get an idea of how much of the East Wing. I mean, I knew where the pump room was. I was caught in the vacuum blast when it went away.
Mm-hmm.
I bet the skeleton doorman is still there to show the authorities. Somebody could take a sample from the chair in the front lobby if any authorities show up. And I guess the first order of business is to see if anybody, oh, no, our cars are in the parking lot and they're probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've got a shred of sanity. I'm going to get out of town.
All right. Okay. Okay. So we'll close out. Barty, you eventually come to your senses, and you stay in the greater Kansas City area, or do you decide to
Well, I don't think I can abide being in any kind of medical facility at this point. So I do what I always do. I catch an airplane to Peru or northern Scotland, and I just live a quiet, peaceful life, streaming occasionally and trying not to think about it.
Gotcha. And Elliot, what is your coda?
I'm guessing I have a second career as a sort of coast-to-coast AM type, scouring the internet for evidence of these things and taking phone calls from nut jobs all night, someplace where my name isn't important because... And of course, I'm looking to find out what happened to the sheriff and what happened to the editor and others I can determine were infected because they're out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So we'll say that you spend the rest of your days kind of, like you said, chasing down cryptids. And every once in a while, those rats, they do have a human face, which always makes you uncomfortable. All right. So obviously, if you probably figured out, that tentacle was part of Shub Naguroth that they had were summoning in there so they could milk it, and the milk of Shub Naguroth has remarkable healing qualities with
mutagens.
With some serious consequences.
Yeah.
It's not what I thought it was going to be in the beginning. I thought it was going to be something from the ghouls was making them, because they regenerate very quickly and they're dog-like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of spoiled for choice for things like this.
Yeah.
There's a million things that'll grow your arm back, but whether it'll be an arm or a tentacle or a series of mouths.
It was good. It was pretty much all action.
Yeah. Good.
I thought... go ahead.
Was Vice President Connerty... Who was the president?
It was the Anak brothers. If you did some research, they are chochos.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Those little shits.
Yeah.
We could have had a delicious meal.
Yeah.
We didn't enjoy the catering at Chuck's house.
I didn't even think to do that.
I did think I could have met a pretty gruesome end if I had broken out of the building, landed in the grass, said thank you, and Chuck comes out of the remember me. That was really fun.
Yeah, cool.
It was.
Our players included Robert Beaucher, David Gasaway, Julian Arba, Chance Wooten, and myself, with Keith Craig as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 to a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.